last week and 14 saw new cases the week before. 194 students are quarantined, less than 1% of the student population. Celeste Springer talked to teachers about their concerns.
2 weeks from Monday, some students here at Aiken High will be coming to class 4 days a week, and elementary schoolers will start that on Monday. That decision doesn't come without backlash, though, with teachers lining up here before the first bell rang to protest and plead for the district to reconsider. It wasn't the typical pep rally chants you hear coming out of a high school on a Friday. Instead, the chants of a protest.
Every single teacher on this sidewalk wants to be in the classroom. We want our students back 100%.
But the teachers here say it just isn't the right time.
We were going to be surrounded by hundreds of students every day. We don't have enough protective equipment. We don't have enough tracing going on.
Aiken County voted on Tuesday to bring elementary school students back 4 days a week, giving some of these teachers only a few days to get things together.
By Friday, we are expected to have all desks in place. We are expected to socially distance our children. We are expected to have materials and things ready for them in a matter of 3 to 4 days.
Students used to be able to remove masks while socially distanced in class, but the district says they will now have to be kept on. They say teachers' concerns about PPE or distancing can be brought up with a principal, but also say they respect their staff's right to protest.
We certainly encourage our teachers to advocate for themselves and for their profession.
And it's not just teachers participating, students too.
How many people are going to get sick and even potentially die before we take safety into concern?
Though still repping school pride and wearing their mascot, there's still some disappointment here for the district.
We're not an experiment. You know, our lives aren't expendable.
Celeste Springer on your side.
After students are phased into schools 4 days a week, the board plans to have all students on the hybrid schedule back in school all 5 days a week starting November 4th. At our other big school districts, Richmond County Schools, they have 36 active student cases, 12 active employee cases. More than 500 kids are in quarantine. Columbia County Schools have 17 active student cases and 7 active employee cases. You can see for both counties, the active cases are less than 1% of their student and employee populations. Taking a look outside now over Whiskey Road in Aiken at Cloud. Right next door to the Bell, the James Brown Arena also setting up for social distancing, but not for voting. This is a look at makeshift jury selection rooms being set up there. On Monday, jury trials in Georgia can start back up for the first time since March. Brady Trapnell tells us the importance of getting these trials going again.
The court administrator says there will be different setups for each judge, each set up for social distancing and each individual case. For 7 months, several thousand cases in limbo. Soon, a chance at justice.
It's made things a lot slower, but it's also allowed us to have a lot more time to prepare for the trials that we will have.
District Attorney Natalie Payne says grand jury will start back at the end of this month. Jury trials will follow, with judges seeing as many cases as they safely can. But what decides which cases come first?
How old the case is, how long the person's been in jail, and the severity of the case.
According to the court administrator, there's 700 plus unindicted cases and 750 plus people incarcerated waiting on rulings. Jury selection will take place at James Brown Arena for social distancing. Court administrator Nolan Martin says 99% of trials will be in normal courtrooms.
Multi-litigant cases or in cases where we have multi-defendants in criminal cases, we may have to try cases at the JBA.
But some are concerned about security if that does take place. The preference is to do every trial at the Judicial Center with several different setups for each judge or type of case.
One of them would be to put the jurors in the gallery and then have the witness in the jury box.
The judge sits in their normal spot and the attorney tables would be turned. All this, but there's still concerns over what's to come.
And they've done an exceptional job making sure that we have all of the safety measures in place, but obviously, for people that are fearful about COVID, I am worried that that's going to preclude them from coming to jury service.
The goal right now is to begin jury trials by November 16th, and they expect to get approval from the state on their plans by Monday or Tuesday, and then the process will begin. Reporting in Augusta, Brady Trapnell on your side.
And taking a look at this coronavirus.
See a little drop in that humidity, but overall staying above average.
Okay, we are all jealous right now of Zaina. She's live at Holy Trinity where they are selling some delicious Greek food. So Zaina, pretend there's no big Greek festival this fun. At least they have the food, which, man, might be my favorite part. It is tasty.
That's right, Laura. That's exactly what I want to try, as so many people are just taking off with all this food. It is looking a lot different, and the biggest thing being there are no vendors, music, or entertainment, but that's not stopping people from lining up. As you can see, this is only part of the line right here. And I actually spoke with Robert here, who told me he's been coming out for more than 10 years. Robert, what's your favorite part about coming to this great festival?
Well, for years it was a great opportunity to experience the Greek culture and just the idea of being around a lot of people, you know, interacting with them and supporting the church and everything that they do in our community.
And how's the food? Come on now, tell me.
Well, it's wonderful. It's great. The baklava is to die for, and a cup of coffee in the morning, a newspaper, and you're ready to go.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. You know what? I'm going to have to jump in this line because you made it just sound amazing. If you can't make it out today, it's okay because it goes on all weekend long. You can find those times on our website. Laura, I mean, I am hungry. I might have to bring you back something too.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. That sounds awesome. But my husband and I have already planned out our Saturday meals there, so I am looking forward to it. Zana, thanks for showing us that line. Or maybe Friday football, but on the volleyball court, one of our area teams is 2 wins away from a perfect regular season. Mike catches up with the Pack next.
On your sideline, sports brought to you by the Hawk Law Group.
The pursuit of perfection. It's the goal for every team in every sport. The GHSA volleyball regular season ends this weekend. The Greenbrier Wolfpack is just 2 wins away from completing a perfect regular season. Right now, the Pack are a perfect 29-0. What's even more impressive is the team has only dropped 4 sets the entire season. It's one of the best teams that head coach Kevin Williams has coached in his 5 years with Greenbrier. Williams credits a lot of the success to things he can't coach, like team chemistry. But even with the success so far, he still thinks that there's room to grow.
Well, there's always room to improve, and the girls know that, and we know that, and we try to talk about how we play, not necessarily the results. We know the results are a product of how we play.
It's a sentiment that's shared by the players. While they remain supportive of one another on and off the court, their regular season aspirations are shadowed by what they hope to achieve when a single loss can end their season.
Our school's never won a state championship or gotten past the Elite Eight, so that's the main goal for this year. But it's a huge motivator for the season to keep going and keep staying undefeated.
Greenbrier plays their final regular season games on Saturday. Region tournaments begin next week. The Pack play their first game Monday and could win their region next Saturday. Whitey Ford, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, has passed away at 91 years old. He won 6 World Series with the Yankees and has the most single-game World Series wins among pitchers.